Yo,
What up? What up? What up? What up?
glasses up. We got the whole crew in. Cheers. Salud. Mo, welcome to 56'N.
Welcome.
Hello. Happy to be here. A little nervous.
Crossover from Street.
All the cars are like this right now.
Normally when we do Street Tales, I got notepads out. I got my computer up, and I'm like looking at stuff. Today, I just rolled in with a drink. I'm like, let's go.
We just talking shit. What's up?
That's how we do. That's how we do. Well, hold on, because I'm excited because we got our first sponsor, y'all.
Hey,
let's go. Little Blackout Coffee. Discount code Street Tales. It's Street Tales Network, but yeah, it's guys, we're doing this thing. I was like, somebody believes in us.
Somebody believes in us.
Yeah, man. Tony's the owner, and he listened to the show. I sent him a bunch of stuff. He's like, I love what you're doing, love what you're trying to do. Aligns with our values. Would love to work with you and work together and see it grow. So I was like, yo, somebody believes in us.
Shout out to Tony.
Let's go. Well, let's start off with, I got Horse Soldier Bourbon, started by some, I believe, Navy SEAL Special Forces dudes. They're not a sponsor, but love them. And I usually get a little hesitant about these, when you feel like you like, oh, we're veteran or, whatever, because it's like you want to sponsor it, but you also hope it's good.
Sure.
Theirs is actually good. And I don't know if it's still true, but I know originally it might still be true. They have pieces of the steel from the Twin Towers in the label of every bottle. I don't know how much. I don't know how all that goes, but a little something. Yeah, and if you look at the design, that's a soldier, American soldier on a horse, because they were riding horses in the desert in Afghanistan.
Is that why it's called Horse Soldier?
That is the right reason. That is correct, sir.
Deductive reasoning.
What are you sipping on, Mo?
I am not an adult drinker like you guys are.
It's apple juice.
I'm drinking a little. No, I'm not drinking apple juice. I'm drinking peanut butter whiskey.
Oh,
the Scatterbrain peanut butter whiskey.
Oh,
Very delicious. Also not a sponsor, but I mean, if you guys would like, we're willing to bring you guys on to be our second sponsor. Just throwing it out there.
Why not?
I mean,
just putting it out to the universe.
Mo, while you have your glass up,
yeah.
Very, very good drink. Now, throw a little bit of cranberry juice in there. Tastes like a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
I was actually going to say Chambord. It's like a raspberry liqueur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, peanut butter and jelly.
Sounds crazy, but I have mixed it with ginger ale before, and it just does something to it. The ginger in it, it does something to it.
Yeah.
It feels right in my soul when I drink it. So tonight I wanted to act like I was an adult, so I just put it over ice.
Perfect.
We'll see how this goes.
Not in a Stanley sippy cup.
Not in a Stanley sippy cup.
BJ, what do you got, bro?
I've got Four Roses has become my nice little go-to. It actually has 4 roses on the label.
Let's go, bro. Shocking.
But the flavor is very good. It's not as smoky. It's not as manly, if that makes sense, as like a Horse Soldier or like a Woodford. Has a little bit of something else to it. Maybe it's the floralness. It's the roses.
It's the roses. It's the rose water in there.
It's the roses.
Well, you missed. We might have to have Frank pop back in. We don't have to record him, but Frank is full Papi Chulo, bro. Got the hair slicked back, pulled back in a little tight bun, bro. I was like, Frank, you need to grow that beard out, bro. Let's go. I love it. All right, Mo. Since you're new to 56, and there's a couple things that I want your take on it.
Okay.
Because maybe we talk about it offline. I don't know, but the first one is if a man has matching hangers. What is that? A red flag, green flag? Do you even know what I'm talking about? Because BJ and I talked about adulting, and I remember the first time I decided to get matching hangers. They're all like they're not expensive. They're like $40 on Amazon. But I realized I had all the plastic hangers, white, pink, teal, black, all the colors. You know what I'm talking about? And I said, I'm going to get some new hangers. And now they all are the same. And I like it. I don't know why I like it, but I do.
They're all plastic still?
No, I got the mahogany ones on Amazon. I don't know. There's like $40 for like 50, I don't know, whatever the dimensions are.
I will tell you, it is not a red flag because Papi Chulo Frank.
Oh, yes.
Also had the hangers when I met him. He had wood ones. He had a special wood tie hanger thing for all of his ties. His shirts had certain hangers and his pants had certain hangers. And, we've discussed him being in the military before. to this day, even though now after having a kid, you can't keep up the matching hangers with a 7-year-old tornado running through your house 24/7. But they're almost all matching. I will tell you that. And they all are 2 fingers between each one.
Oh shit. All right. My shit ain't like that, but I like what's happening. I like
Bro, when we built our house, we have separate closets because that would have been the grounds for the divorce. What did you divorce for? Because his ass is crazy with all these matching hangers and 2-finger separation. No.
I will say, yes, I understand what you're saying, because my side's always almost OCD, not 2 fingers. There's a step above, so it makes me feel better about myself. And then you look at the female side and it's like a bomb went off. I don't even know how you know what's in there, but
we have a system.
I know you know where everything's at.
I know where everything is. That dress I want to wear next week, I know exactly where it is.
Boom.
I have yet to.
No, not a red flag.
I've not been in many female closets or bathrooms, but I've been in some. And as a collective, I would say women are not as organized as I thought they would be. To be so critical.
I know, right?
To be as critical as they are of me in my space. So I look at those space, I'm like, there's a lot of things on this counter that I just...
Yes.
What is happening right now? I don't even know what I'm looking at. It's just bottles of shit.
Things that we use all the time, though. So there's no sense in me putting it away just to take it right back here.
Oh, my God.
Cap. No, not buying it.
Straight cap, bro. It is... I didn't know we were going to go down this road, but here we go. Because you go to a girl's place, and like the couch is cozy, they got the blankets, all the pillows. They usually got the fridge is full of food.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. And then you go to their room or whatever, and it's like, God damn, there's shit everywhere, bro.
Well, that's where I live, is in my room.
It's like, you sleep in this? You sleep in there?
Where do you sleep exactly?
I push the clothes to the side, and I sleep right in this section.
There we go.
Yeah.
The hangers is not a red flag. It is definitely an adulting. If I go to a dude's house and he's got wire hangers and plastic hangers and the ones that he gets from the dry cleaners that has the white on the bottom.
Yep.
No.
I will say the worst I ever did is, you go to like a store and you buy something that has that rickety ass plastic hanger. I was like, I'll just use that shit.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. Red flag. I can respect at least your uniform, but like your regular clothes,
Yeah. Nah, that's what I'm saying. I changed it, and I'm like, I kind of like that shit. I don't know. It makes me feel like,
the hangers is one thing. It's like you get to that stage in life, you're like, you don't have to live like this, right? Like you can do better. You're allowed to do better.
And even though my closet is completely disorganized, I like to walk into Frank's closet and go, looks good in here. Good job.
Man. Yeah. Be like,
makes me love him.
Hey, I could take you away from all this when you go to the crazy closet. I can change your life. I can get you matching hangers.
We legitimately have completely separate closets. Like, we walk down a hallway to go to our bathroom. Mine's on this side. His is on this side.
Yeah.
We couldn't even, no.
There you go.
So, hanger.
Fair enough.
Perfect. Green flag. Once you hit like 30, 35 at the latest, you need to have your hanger game.
I mean, fair enough. I still say that without a woman, my fridge, well, y'all know, I had it. BJ's like, I didn't even know they sold 4 packs of eggs. I was like, well, I mean,
why would you
4 packs of eggs, pre-cooked bacon, and a can of green beans. I'm like, yeah, that's dinner. I'm
Hawaiian
good.
roll.
Oh, I love the Hawaiian roll.
You say that?
Yeah.
I've been hosting a lot more. I had some friends over, they go and I was like, hey, can I get one of those? Yeah. And open up, like, are you okay? Is everything okay? Are you surviving? Are you feeling all right? I'm like, what? I have the things in here that I need. Everything in my fridge is either fresh or needs to be cooked. I've taken all the processed shit out of there. There's no like snacks. It's like butter, steak, eggs, some fresh fruit for the week, and condiments. And that's it.
And mustard.
Yep.
No, I don't even like mustard. No, but there's
like honey mustard though. I know you like honey mustard.
I was about to say there are some Chick-fil-A packs in the fridge.
Oh my God.
Oh, bro, you went with the Chick-fil-A pack, bro. Come on.
I can't.
So he's not gonna throw them away. He's gonna put them in the fridge for when he wants to make a meal.
Exactly. I mean, you never know when you want Polynesian sauce on top of your eggs, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Bro. Talk about adulting. I love it.
You know what we need to do on 56'n is we got to do a dating game. Start bringing girls on here. Like, we got to interview them for him.
Oh, Lord, that would be too much fun. I don't know if they'd be ready for that, though. I would love it.
That would be worth it.
That's a horrible idea. I feel like that's.
I love it.
Hey, we'll find you the one, bro.
Fridge.
Yeah,
we could. We would interview
How do you
her
feel
first.
about Polynesian sauce?
How do you feel about Polynesian sauce on eggs?
What does your closet look like?
Oh,
Let me see. You know what? Let me see a picture of your bathroom counter right now.
Right now, oh, bro, that should be on the dating apps, bro. Take a picture of your bathroom counter right now.
I'm gonna be the one to give her still the vote for the yes, just because.
Fair enough.
That doesn't matter. That's like I said, we use that stuff every day, so I'm not gonna put it away just to get it back out tomorrow.
How come you don't put the cap on the toothpaste?
Because it's not necessary. I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, I knew you didn't even put the cap on the goddamn. It's built on there. How do you take it off?
Because I need to get it out, and I don't get enough when I do the little flip top. So,
Lord,
why are we on Monique again and not back on the dating game like we were supposed to be talking about?
Well, that was actually just a general statement to females, but I knew.
Bro, a lot of these generalities apply, bro. It's strange.
They really do, bro. They really do. Mo, I gotta ask because we were laughing our ass off, and I'm happy you're on here. BJ, cartoons that. What's the phrasing? I can't remember how we phrase it.
It's like which of the cartoons.
When you were growing up,
which of the cartoon characters did you know were black?
But they weren't like
they weren't like black, but you knew that you thought they were black.
Let me think. I'm trying to think. The ones we're thinking like animals, like Bugs Bunny, like
any of them.
Like to me, I think Wile E. Coyote was definitely black. He was definitely black. The sheepdog was not black.
No,
the sheepdog that chased him, he was a white guy.
Wile E. Coyote, I believe he was running around in the box, bro. I know I saw that dude.
I feel like he might have been in the box. He got away every time. You ain't never catch him though.
Wow,
you ain't catch him though.
No, that's good.
For sure. I feel like Bugs Bunny might have been mixed. I don't think he was full black, but I feel like he was mixed for sure.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Thinking Sylvester, no, he was not. He wasn't. A Tweety Bird was not. Yosemite Sam was clearly not. I was thinking the Foghorn Leghorn.
100%. He was our sergeant. He was my sergeant.
He was a dispatcher. For Hillsborough, bro. Hillsborough.
I just love.
And you know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
When I'd hear him log on, I'd be like, what is going to be a good night?
3 Brow 37.
10 foot.
You got a caller calling in. Sounds like she's sucking on the chicken bone. Sir, you're on the radio. You are sucking on the radio.
That is not made
you are on the radio.
My boy act like he was just talking on the phone somewhere. Like,
she don't sound too scared. She's doing a lot of talking in the background. I'm like, we can hear you, right?
Bro.
What is the call? Why are you dispatching us? What is happening? You're just talking shit about this lady.
I know some people used to be like, oh my God, I hate when that guy's on the radio.
I love it.
Hell no, I love it.
I used to love when he would dispatch for the whole weekend. I'd be like, it's going to be a great weekend.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I loved it.
10 for your 1050 golf.
Are you 10 for,
sir? Appreciate you.
Hey, I needed that today. Thank
you. I know this is a delayed rape case, but don't you just then you feel all right going to it. Yeah, you know what?
Shit, I feel better.
He was the best, bro. I when he used to say, station is 46 for golfing.
Damn. I do miss those dispatches, bro. Because I had that one lady. I know she was straight white country because it was like anytime there was an injured deer, she messaged me and be like, "What do you think? Is it fresh? What we talk about?" I was like, "Yeah, I think it's all right." She said, "I'm gonna go get that on my break." I'm like, "Oh my God."
I love it. Love it.
Bro, if we could find him and put him on the podcast. Please,
God. I just want to listen to him talk about anything.
I'll be like, just read this script.
Anything. Because he was the best. Best.
BJ, I'm realizing Mo didn't have a lot of cartoon options when she was growing up, bro.
Oh, well, yeah. It's just
don't forget, I am a little bit older than y'all.
Yeah, so, they just had Looney Tunes, but that's it.
We had Looney Tunes.
You didn't have DuckTales?
DuckTales came on the tail end. I was almost not watching cartoons anymore, but I feel like there was nobody black on the DuckTales, if that's what you were asking.
Nah, probably not.
No. Try to think.
We had
Rescue Rangers.
You had...
Come on, the Jetsons.
There
was nobody black.
No, the black on Jetsons was the robot.
Rosie
was a female.
Absolutely.
Maybe though.
Bro,
Rosie cleaned their house with too much gusto and not ever giving them no shit about it. To be,
Listen, Rosie had that She had that thing on her, bro. Come on now.
Rosie would just be like, they tell her to do something that was dumb, and she'd just be like, okay. No, somebody back would be like, that shit sounds dumb.
Rosie had that thing poking out, bro.
You had that thing back there.
We had that. We had the Flintstones. There were no black people in the Flintstones.
No, the black people.
Men, so they was like, nope. We were all white.
What about Gummy Bears?
Gummy Bears. There was a cartoon.
You know my Care Bears.
No, that too. Gummy Bears was a cartoon too in the 80s. Don't challenge my cartoon game, bro. I am a TV baby.
I never heard of Gummy Bear. I just thought that was candy.
You should look it up, bro.
I had
no Care Bears too.
Care Bears we did watch. We had like that. We had the only one on Care Bears that might have been black was Grumpy Bear. Because he would go off on him every now and then. The Smurfs, too. We had the Smurfs back then.
Oh.
Grumpy Smurf was black.
Yeah.
Smurfette was not, because she never cussed nobody out for trying.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Ninja Turtle.
We did have the
well, you know what? Interesting they said that. Somebody was trying to say if they thought the Ninja Turtles as a collective, because obviously they're brothers, if they were, human counterparts, would they be white, would they be black? And I'm like, they'd 100% be black.
I disagree.
I think I don't know Michelangelo, bro. I never met no.
Yeah,
Surf's Up, pizza, nunchucks. I don't know, bro.
Look, wait,
he might have been the light skinned one though.
See, I feel like they would have for sure been white guys.
Raphael though, I don't know, bro, because that dude he was jack, big motherfucker.
He was.
I feel like they were.
I don't know. I've met some Donatellos in college, bro. I know that. I know what that is.
They were black.
Yeah,
I lean more to Raphael and Donatello.
Michelangelo and Leonardo. Maybe they were mixed.
Maybe they're mixed. Maybe they're adopted.
So they were all different.
I mean, their dad is a fucking rat, so maybe
their dad is a rat, so I mean, it couldn't be possible.
Maybe they're adopted,
Yeah, but you see the Master Splinter crawling around in the trailer park too, bro. So come on now. Wearing the robe and everything in the daytime.
We had also like Strawberry Shortcake. That was what we watched. There was only one black girl on Strawberry Shortcake. She was the purple one.
But she was every other week, so she wasn't in every episode.
She didn't come on all the episodes.
That
would be like, that's all. Like if you threw out some other cartoons, but some of the ones I've never heard the Gummy Bears ever having a cartoon.
Well, y'all got to Google that shit afterwards because it was dope. And it still has the best intro. It's way too long, but fucking Fraggle Rock. Come on now.
We did have Fraggle Rock.
Oh, what about Sesame Street? No, not cartoons. Not cartoons, but Sesame Street.
Okay, Sesame Street is fair. Big Bird was not black.
No,
I feel like Oscar the Grouch was. The Count was.
The Count definitely was. That dude was a pimp.
For sure. Oh.
I
think Oscar the Grouch. I feel like Snuffleupagus. Here's why. I feel like he smoked a lot of weed though before he.
Oh yeah.
But I bet some white Snuffleupagus with some dreads and shit. You know what I'm talking about.
I have. So he could have gone either way.
He could have been in.
Trying to remember the other characters that were on there.
Yo,
Fraggle Rock. I don't remember him well enough to be able to tell you because I don't remember all the characters on there.
I just remember the intro. Dun, 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 dun. So they had a cartoon in the 80s called Cops. I got to look this up.
Yeah.
In the 80s?
You didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Wait, stop, bro.
Because I was on the show. So yeah, I didn't know that.
You were like 3.
You were not.
You were like 3. They had Mr. P.
I wasn't on episode.
Not the cartoon in the 80s.
Oh yeah. No. I was not on the cartoon. I was on the show.
I think we all ended up on Cops at some point.
But that's how I know. I was Googling Cops and I saw that there was a cartoon in the 80s and I was like, oh shit.
Oh shit. Yeah, they rode with me a few times. They said, no, we can't use any of that. They had Mr.
I did remember that. It was short-lived because it was lame.
Yeah,
Bill Cosby also had a cartoon back in the day.
Who's that?
Bill Cosby.
Lord.
He also had a cartoon. It was short-lived.
So I ran into Mike Tyson's mystery van or whatever the fuck. It's actually, this is a new age one, but it's Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah.
Mo, it's not for kids though. I tried showing Alina because I was laughing. Because there was an episode where Mike Tyson was talking about fight or flight, and he was like running up the stairs. He was like, fight or flight, and he saw some old lady. He goes, fight or flight. Boom, and he just punched her in the face. And he kept. I was like, oh my god, what is this show? And they go and they solve mysteries. Mo, yeah, you gotta watch it.
This is great. Like I feel like that's one that we need to watch.
Oh my god. Well, I'm telling you, it's not for kids. It's not for kids.
I'm saying we need to watch it here and like react.
I would love to react to like some bullshit. Oh my god,
it is a strange show. Who cleared this?
Oh, but it's so good. It's so good. Charlie Brown, come on.
Well, Charlie Brown, you knew who they only had Franklin. He was the only guy. And Franklin didn't come until after it was on for like Yeah. It was like 7 or 8 years before Franklin appeared in the episode, and it was a big controversy because
they let Franklin sit at the table.
What about Peppermint Patty, bro?
Peppermint Patty was not black.
Peppermint Patty was...
She was maybe part of a different community.
Yes, that's safe to say.
Breaking walls back in the day. All right, Winnie the Pooh.
Ooh, Winnie the Pooh.
Tigger. Come on, bro, Tigger. I mean, it's a little on the nose for me.
I feel like...
What'd you say?
I feel like Tigger was black.
100%.
I feel like Winnie the Pooh was black too, though.
Maybe I can see it.
He's one of those like real chill, like Winnie the Pooh. He didn't smoke a lot, but he smoked sometimes.
What? He's a little soft, bro. He's a little.
And like first of all, let's back up a second. Winnie the Pooh, the ultimate. Hey, yo, what's going on? Bro, why do you have a shirt and no drawers? That's never acceptable for a man, bro. At any point, you should never be a shirt and no drawers. Ever.
What is? Okay, I have a question. What if that man likes to sleep in? What if he just likes to sleep in a shirt?
He's outside.
Nah.
And it's above his belly button. Yeah, unless you're playing football, you can't wear that, bro.
You got the midriff, no drawers? Nah, man.
That's not a good look, bro. It's not a good look.
All right.
I mean, he said he was all right though. He said, I kept him distracted with the red shirt. That's why.
Bob and weave.
Oh, Christopher Robin. Hey, my man, first question, where are your pants?
Shit, bro.
I can't be hanging around you like this, dog. You put some pants on, my man.
I feel like I said, this is where I think he smoked, just not a lot. He smoked a little bit. He didn't stay as high as, like, Eeyore stayed high. All the time.
I think he took a bunch of acid back in the day, bro.
He was doing acid would have had him too turned up. He was not. He was a pill junkie.
He's bro. He just.
Well, we had a friend in high school. Everybody called him Ass, including his mom. Everyone called him Ass. Yeah, Ass.
No, not ask like a question, but ask.
No, ass like your asshole.
Oh, okay.
But they just called him Ass. Even his mom called him Ass. Yeah.
Who?
No, well, but if you met him, you're like, I get it. But he took a lot of acid and shrooms and stuff, and he was just kind of in his own space. And then when he went to college, I went to go visit him, and there was other buddies of mine, and he was with this chick that was probably the palest, whitest girl I've ever met in my whole life. And she was very odd. And I was like, that's a perfect fit for you, bro. Now, BJ, hold on. This is the thing. Ass never really spoke. Yeah, never really spoke. Very chill, just did his thing, would run stairs for 3 hours, no water, full sprint as long as he could go until he just passed out. Like, he would just do wild workouts. I tried working out one day. I'm like, bro, I need water. He's like, that's weak. That's soft.
That's how he talked?
Yeah, no.
I need water. No.
Like an anime.
Bro, I'm telling you, dude was off the chain. Dude was off the chain.
I mean, I guess if you do shrooms, it eats out holes in your brain. So that's what happens.
He would carry a jug of tea that I thought was just tea. It was shroom tea.
All the time.
Like, bro, you just doing all that all day long, all the time? He's like, yeah, it's good. Like, that's just how he was. Yes. Very odd dude.
Where's he at now?
I don't know.
Probably.
Homelessness spot.
He might still be there. I don't know.
He could still be at college with
running
a
stairs.
Girl.
I'm telling you, I can't describe how pale. Like, I don't think she's ever seen the sun. It was one of the things you're like, shocked.
Are you okay?
How'd you get that pale? That's crazy. She's like, I only go out at night.
Bro, she was like that for real. Word.
For real.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Like, sorry, Mo. I wanted to ask you this because now the juices are flowing. Actually, I don't know. We talked about the cars. Your taser or pepper spray?
Taser. But wait,
For your go-to.
Taser. Never gonna pepper spray ever in my life. I went my entire career and never pepper sprayed nobody.
Answer
or not. Because even though I could handle pepper spray, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. And I always wore contacts because I was blind as a bat. So if I pepper sprayed,
I think I knew that.
It was going to be all in my eyeballs, and I was going to have to drive home using the force, which y'all would not have liked.
Fair enough.
So all day, taser, didn't even consider pepper spray. They could have took that off my belt for all I cared.
I think I did take it off my belt. I didn't even wear it because I didn't even want to accidentally grab it.
It's one of the things like, I have to have this on the door case. So in case they do inspection, I'm not going to use it. Wrong. Yeah, no.
Do you still have to?
Yeah.
Never using it.
Oh, that's expiration date.
I wouldn't even know it. My supervisor would be like, it's expired. I'd be like, my bad. I'll go get some more, I guess.
Yeah, it don't matter. I ain't never going to use it.
Yeah.
I remember being on a call one time. Call comes out, and as usual, you assholes, the call comes out. Naked man running down Dale Mabry.
Yes.
Need a unit to respond? Any unit? Golf ain't show me en route. So I get there. Naked man running down Dale Mabry Highway northbound. I said, Hillsborough, I need somebody else up here because he's running down the middle of Dale Mabry. I'm gonna need some more cars. Show me en route, Hillsborough, some other zone partners. I'm like, if it was a naked girl, y'all would have been, Hillsborough, I'm right around the corner. I'm en route. I'm like,
well,
there'll be 18 cops showing up. There'll be 18.
At least just trying to grab something. I got her.
No, you still.
No. For me, it'd be like, what location? 142nd and Bear? No, I ain't going to that. No. Hell no. Nah.
If anytime it was a naked man, what y'all pictured was this, so y'all wouldn't even show up.
Nope.
So I get there, naked dude running down the street. We get more units there, call EMS out because before the other units got there, what happens? I said, oh, Hillsborough, I'm going to need EMS. He just got hit by a car.
Shit.
There you go.
He gets hit by a car on Dale Mabry. You think that he's now laying in the road. Nope, he's not. He's still running down the street because he was high. This was back in the day of GHB. So he had taken all his clothes off because he was hot. And now he's running down the middle of a major highway.
That makes sense.
EMS gets there. I get 2 more units there. This guy, we grabbed him in the middle of Dale Mabry. We get other units to shut down Dale Mabry because I am literally rolling in the 3 lanes of traffic with him, sweaty. And just as you suspect, this happens. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding.
No.
I'm hanging on to his waist. Somebody else has got his tie. It's ridiculous.
Look, Mo, that's my nightmare.
Get him handcuffed. He slips out of the handcuff because he's bloody and sweaty. EMS finally gets there and they hit him with whatever to try to bring him down. It doesn't. We get him finally in the back of a patrol car. He's still fighting and he's trying to kick the window out. God, he didn't go in my car. He went into another guy's car who, I don't know if he still works at the sheriff's office now, but he hated us for years for this because my other zone partner runs up and goes, move. I'm on one side of the car trying to pull him through because he's trying to kick the window. He then pepper sprays the entire back seat with me in it.
What an asshole, bro.
I was like, fuck you, fill in his name. So, yeah, there was that. And we end up having to tie him to a gurney for them to take him to the emergency room. And we had to have 2 deputies follow the ambulance. I'm covered in pepper spray, so I'm driving with my windows down, trying to get it to blow out. And when I finished at the hospital, I was like, I'm going home for the night. I'm done.
I need you to relog back.
No, you can put me out. I'm not coming back. Sick time. Hillsborough?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think we would fight if somebody pepper sprayed the backseat of my car.
Well, it wasn't my car, thankfully.
No,
I got it all over my face and uniform.
God,
I hate those people. Just tase them, bro.
Nah, that doesn't work, bro. Doesn't work.
Pepper spraying nobody.
I tased somebody a couple months ago for the first time from 38 feet away.
Wait, that was the first time you tased somebody?
That was the first time I tased somebody with the prongs. The time
that's right. You drive stunned the last dude.
Yeah, because the one time we had the thing with the thing. Remember, I tried to tase that guy. He had jean shorts on, and it didn't work. And that was when we had to take it off. And we kept running. So eventually had to drive stun him. But as far as like hitting somebody with the prongs,
that was the first time.
Yeah, how to use the prongs.
Hey, the club.
38 feet, brother. That's 38 feet. A long way.
Salute.
Let's back in the video. They use my video on training now. Crazy.
I love it. 48 feet is a long.
It's a long way. That was like across. It was like across a backyard.
Why did you tase that man from that far away?
So
he had a gun. I'm joking.
Yeah. But then wasn't worried about getting stabbed. Like, and he's like, he's gesturing like he's trying to cut his throat or do whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not waiting on this. Boom. Nice. Locked him up. Textbook.
Well, Mo, I don't know if it's a record or not, but Mo, one of my favorite stories.
Favorite.
I don't know if he was the dad or the stepdad, but don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Dude was drunk, fighting with his, we'll say it was his sons. I don't know. And 2 teenage boys, we pull him out, say, see here. The 2 teenagers, boys are like posturing, like they're going to do something. And Mo's like, yo, I was like, hold on. And as we're talking about it, the dad had broke through the window in the apartment and side tackled one of his sons. They were going at it. I was like, You get the one on the left, I get the one on...
So mad. Because you remember you had to talk me down. I was getting ready to go jump in the fight.
You were ready to just...
I was so angry. I don't know. He's like, Mo. And normally I was the one calming y'all down, but he was just like, Mo, calm down. Just look. I was like...
Bro, we both pulled our tasers up.
Which one? Got it.
Bro, that was fun.
It was great. I remember the dad was a complete wuss.
He was a bitch.
Calling him as. The son was like, fair enough. I mean, you
got me. Yeah, he was straight up. He was like, got me. Yeah.
Then we had to call our supervisor and tell him that we had tased 2 people and he needed to respond to the scene.
And one of them was a juvenile.
She told us, y'all are not allowed to be together anymore.
Well,
maybe I'm the common denominator, bro, because BJ, they did the same thing to you and me, bro.
Well, at least they didn't do it to you on the main radio.
Mo, did you know that story?
No.
So I called for a unit to back me up. BJ goes, we're in match. They had already separated us in zones, but BJ and I had connecting zones.
Let me hold on. Because Mo, you obviously, Mo, you know the location. He is on 56 River Hills.
Okay.
I am on my way from the district to Bravo 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I was Bravo 5. He was Bravo 3.
Okay.
I'm passing you. I have to pass where he is.
Right.
Go ahead, Ty.
That makes sense.
Go ahead, Ty.
So I'm like, I need backup. I can't remember what it was for. BJ says
a 501.
Oh yeah, something simple. It was like I was helping some guy with his car to get out of the road. A certain corporal who we all know said, "Free that unit. Do not let him back them up." On the radio.
On the radio. Man,
and everybody in the chat was like, "Damn,
what the fuck y'all do?"
Bro, that's what we did.
I went anyway, but I was like, "Damn, on the radio like that."
Well, in the corporal's defense, which is very slim, I have little defense for him because he did a lot of dickish things. But I think, was it before or after, BJ? I have to correct my timeline here, but I think it was before that. Maybe like the shift before, the week before. They were having a whole, like a zone meeting or a team meeting. And like 15 minutes into the meeting, I had gotten into a off radio mini pursuit.
Okay.
Yeah. But it wasn't really a pursuit. That's the thing. I saw him and we went down like 2-3 roads and then he jumped out. Foot pursuit. Yes. I wouldn't say vehicle pursuit. It was definitely a foot pursuit, not a vehicle pursuit. Cause like I saw him, he tried to dip, but when you're in the box, that's the fishbowl. You're not getting out at all. There's only like 2 ways to get in and out. And so he dumped the car and he gets out on foot and I'm chasing him. And that's actually when I think I hurt my knee because we were running jumping fences. I'm chasing his ass. And that's what it was. He ran, the little culverts that have the sawgrass growing up. So he ran and disappeared. And I went, oh shit. And we both went in there and we're crawling out and I'm trying to get him. And he goes, okay. And I was like, bro, my finger was about to tase him, but he dropped and I said, oh, and I handcuffed him. He's like, and then he was like, oh, did I tase him? I can't remember now. Anyway, I can't remember because I ended up going, show me 1015. I need EMS. He's saying the car's stolen.
And they're like,
yeah, everybody's like,
were you out on anything at all?
Wasn't on anything.
On any kind of
No, all this shit happened off the radio. All this happened off the radio.
Nice.
Yeah.
By yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But this backstory, I had been looking for this dude for weeks because he was doing vehicle burglaries and he was stealing shit. And every time I would get there right as he was leaving and we weren't doing vehicle pursuits. So I knew what his car looked like. I knew what he looked like. I knew who he was. He had several warrants. But I think he was MS-13 or he was gang affiliate. I can't remember now. And so I was like, I'm going to get this dude. So I set up on him. And I set up in the area and I was just waiting. I had been doing this for probably 4 or 5 shifts because I knew how he operated. And that's just what happened.
And never once could he pick the radio up and be like, I'm in pursuit.
No.
All off radio.
All off the radio. But this was going, and then.
But I got him.
This is when said corporal told us as a collective, you two are a liability to the agency.
Yes.
Damn.
That was after the call where the dude pushed the female deputy and we chased his ass. And man, I wish we could use names because it would make it. Y'all know who we talk about. And the guy was on the bike and he was riding around those 2 little lights around us going, yeah, you don't run for the like, bro, get off the bike and help us. Stop riding around.
He had the light on blocking the road for you. That's what he was doing.
It was on 56, right in the middle of 56.
He was blocking the streets for you. That's why he had his lights on.
That a certain deputy caught him, roamed him. Ooh, I was like, oh shit.
Bro, he was blocking the street for us. Chill out.
That was a good night. That was a good arrest. He had like 20 warrants, drugs, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we got drugs.
Yeah, he had a gun too. I forgot about that.
He had a gun. That's why he ran, because we got the gun off him.
I think now, you know what? Now I remember. Let's talk about this for a second, because this is when I remember this. He had like a little Derringer.
Yes.
But he had the wrong size bullets in there. Yeah, I think it was like a 25 caliber, and he had like whatever could fit, like a 308, not a 308, a 38 or whatever it was. It was like this bullet. It would have blown up if he shot it. Here's my question, especially for Mo. Well, you probably may have seen more than that because you did other stuff than we did. But how many times did you arrest somebody that had a gun, that either the gun was like just the frame, or had the wrong bullets in it, or had mismatched bullets in it, depending on what kind of gun it was?
100%.
Yeah. How many times?
When I was undercover and I used to buy guns, the guns that you would buy off of people, I'm like, bro,
I can even charge you.
Shoot it. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I believe you. I trust you. I'm not shooting this.
You got a 45 and a 9mm, bro. I don't know.
Exactly. It was like that. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Or the firing pin, they'll be like, yeah, I filed it down. I'm like, oh God, please don't go off in my pocket.
Shit.
Stuff like that. Bro, it got crazy at times. So all the time, like these people in the street, they don't educate themselves on it. They just, I got a gun. They have no idea how to use it. They have no idea what to do with it. It's insane. It is pure insanity. And you wonder how more of them don't kill themselves because of that kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
Like, God looks out for fools and babies. Thank goodness. Because
that's true.
You ain't a baby.
So,
or when they would saw the shotgun, like the old wooden handles, but it was all jagged on the back end. Like, did you saw this or break it? Like,
what are you doing? You know,
what are you doing?
They're like, oh, it works. Okay.
You know, you got slugs in here, right? That's gonna hurt. Like, you're gonna inhale yourself.
Slugs in a sawed-off shotgun. No, I'm good. I don't need to test fire it.
I think the shortest shotgun I ever had was like 10 inches total. Like the ATF guy, this was actually in Maine. The ATF guy goes, I don't even know this would work. He goes, I think it would blow up. I'm not testing that, bro. It was like, it was so small.
Like, this is not like a fireball. This is a
shotgun.
Oh, bro. It was basically just the handle, trigger, and like just a little bit. It almost looked like a pistol shotgun. I'm like, bro, this would break your fucking.
You're gonna blow.
Imagine shooting that.
No.
Oh
shit. What about you, BJ?
The guns, bro.
Yeah.
I took I think doing pawn stuff. Somebody pawned, bro. I shit you not, the size of this remote. It was like this. It was like this in my hand. I'm like, what? I don't even know this could break the skin. What is the point of this?
Paperweight.
Yeah, like, what is this?
Like that.
Grandma.
You guys seen the movie Harlem Nights?
Yeah.
Yes.
Smaller than that.
No, Men in Black, bro. He had the cricket.
The noisy cricket.
The noisy cricket.
The noisy cricket.
Yeah, like,
oh my God, man. While we're on the job shit. So I pull up to a roll call the other day, and I mean, y'all been around, you know me. So because he's like, for some reason, I knew it was you coming because we could hear you coming around the corner.
Oh, wait. BJ, I don't mean to be the one up guy, but I remember, well, yours was because you were bumping the bass. I get it.
Yeah.
I rolled into the district for roll call, and one of the senior deputies was like, do you know your PA was on the whole time? I was like, and I think I was listening to like Mercy, bro, from bumping that shit on the PA. I was like, word? He goes, dude, that was loud as shit. I was like, bro, I probably did that the whole way from the house with the PA just bumping. Oh, shit.
That's great.
I'm lucky. I could use the nickname Corporal Nut. I'm glad she wasn't out there because she would have been fucking all over me, bro.
Bro, she would have ate you alive.
Bro, I think it was
crazy.
Go.
Because back in the day, we used to do shit like that on purpose. And it was just, whatever happened. People nobody complained about it. It was fun. It kept the job fun.
Yeah, you're having a good time. It's we're fun.
Yeah, we're all having a good time.
And I do that now.
I think it was
distinctly being in a chase and putting on my PA, move, get out of the way.
Oh my God. I love it.
Oh, bro, the best thing now, I know you guys were here, because now they got the body cam stuff. So you have the supervisors have to review at least two videos for each person on the squad, per month or whatever, right? My co at the time, he's like, so about your traffic stops. He's like, is there a reason why you always turn the music up after you call it out? I'm like, yeah, because I'm in the zone, having a good time. He's like, I also noticed on your pursuit that anytime you light the sirens on, your music goes up. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to concentrate. I was like, yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm in the zone. That's how I get down. I was like, plus, when I do something cool, I want to have a good fucking soundtrack.
Soundtrack.
I want a soundtrack to the shit.
It was like, why is it always comethazine? Why is that?
Music's so aggressive. I was like, well, I don't know.
Because I'm doing some aggressive stuff, sir.
My thing is, what if you were listening to like classical music while you're doing it? I think that's more scary to me. I'm like, yo, something's wrong with that dude.
Yeah.
You're doing some wild shit listening to like Beethoven. Like, yo, are you good, man? Are you all right?
So, yo, funny you say that. When I was undercover, I was doing a deal with a guy who was coming from Gainesville. He was selling me like 5,000 pills. So it was a big deal. We were not walking the pills. He was going to get knocked. It was going to be a knockdown. So I'm sitting in the car for a while. So I got my iPod on because this is back in the day. So I got my iPod on. And I was like, you know what I feel like listening to? I clicked over to the Wicked soundtrack from the play Wicked. And I'm listening to that.
Oh my God.
Needless to say, though, the bug's on the whole time. So it records all of it. I got SWAT guys listening to me because we're knocking this guy down with a lot of money. And so we assumed he was going to be armed. So SWAT guys listening, and they're like, are you kidding me?
This is for y'all.
Just listen to the Wicked soundtrack.
Don't worry.
That'll give you an idea.
I just thought about this. I'm gonna start narrating my stuff when the shit comes on.
Bro, yeah, whenever you light it up, be like, hey, Corporal, so this soundtrack is this artist. And while you're doing whatever you're doing, and he came out with this song back in 2008.
I'd be like NPR radio has a song change. That was ludicrous. Move it. 2005.
Bro, that's so good.
Then see what his reaction is. Now you know, sir.
There you go.
I'm trying to kick you some knowledge.
But see, I like it though, because like surgeons and shit, I don't know if y'all know this, they have soundtracks while they're in the operating room. And it's a big deal.
Yeah, I need my music. Yes. Yeah. Well,
my sister-in-law had surgery and her surgeon soundtrack was Outcast.
Which album though?
It was
AT-Aliens, bro. Come on, man.
Yes.
Gemini.
Come on, bro. Classic. I like it. I trust that surgeon. They know what's up.
I would too.
There we go.
They know what's up.
Much better.
You start listening to some Dexter shit, I'm out, bro. Wake me up.
Yeah, no.
Wake me up quick.
All right, last question. See, I told Mo, this shit goes quick, man. We already been on here for an hour.
I know.
It's different. It's way different.
I like it though.
Yeah,
all right. Favorite TV show series and why? Sink in.
This one is tough.
Well, all right, hold on. Let me reframe it. Because favorite might be hard. What is a TV show series you can always go back to? Like you could rewatch the series every year and it's still whatever, makes you laugh, makes you intrigued, whatever it is. And then why?
Again, it's tough because I think there are periods in life that inspire. It's like when I was like high school, early 20s, Cosby Show, A Different World were the big shows that were on TV back then. I can still to this day watch those shows. Love them. Takes me right back to that point. Me and Frank got into watching Yellowstone.
Yes.
A couple years ago. I can still watch that one and love every minute of it. I just recently watched the first season of Landman, which I actually enjoyed.
Great one.
I didn't think I was going to like it because I felt like it was going to be just a follow-up of like Yellowstone. I liked it. I'm trying to think. There was another, tell you what, I loved it. The Wire. Loved it.
Great. Yeah.
Can watch it right now, start to finish.
Great.
Omar, bro.
Onto it. Omar was great. Loved The Wire.
Omar's coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Loved it. And the way they did it, like every season, it was kind of a different thing. The first season,
so good.
That one killed you. Like I can watch that last episode of the first season and still my heart rate's going to pound. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He's going to get shot.
Good. That's good.
A good one. Mm-hmm. The Wire was a very good one. Oh gosh, I just blanked on the other one. It was the one where the kid killed his dad and it had Tommy in it.
Oh, you're talking about Power.
Power. I like that one too.
Damn, that's another good one.
That's a good one.
See, but I watched this series. I never rewatched it yet, so it's not like one of my go.
Making Angie Valdez.
He was hung up on Angie Valdez.
I know he blacked out. His left eye
for a minute. He was like,
he went blind in his left eye for a second. Dude, yeah. You know what? Again, I've watched the whole thing.
True Blood was one, and one that I kind of just stumbled onto that I thought was really good. Well, two of them, super long, but it was still good because I like James Spader. I was about to say Blind Spot, but that's the one that's back on Netflix right now.
Yeah,
not Blind Spot, but the other one with James Spader. Damn, I'm trying to blame him. He's the bad guy who's been missing for forever. His so-called missing kid is an FBI agent.
Blacklist.
There you go. Thank you. God dang. Blacklist. Blacklist, and surprisingly enough,
I watched it.
The show Lucifer. Very, very good show.
Really?
So good. It got a little wonky towards the end, though, but I hear you. The first 3 seasons were bangers, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And then it got real, I don't know, kind of, whatever. Don't matter.
Yeah.
Well, the first 3 seasons was like, he's the devil, but he doesn't want, he doesn't really associate with that. He does have powers, but he doesn't really use them. So it was kind of like, it was very limited. And then towards the end, it was like, God's coming down, all this brother. I was like, all right, come on. Too much.
Yeah, you gotta wait. You got too much. Him as the main focus of the character of the show.
Yeah, which that was great when he was running his nightclub doing his thing. I loved it. That's a valid point. That's a good spot. That's a good point. Yeah, Blacklist. I have rewatched that one a couple times.
I have not seen it.
Now this might be because one of my go-tos. My kids hate it. I could watch Scrubs anytime.
The one that was like the medical,
doctors.
But it was funny.
Funny, yes. Yeah. I'll send that stuff to BJ all the time because it was a white doctor and a black doctor. Oh, I'm telling you, you have any questions about life, that show touches on. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, it really does. And the medical stuff was legit.
The medical stuff was accurate. Like kind of how Grey's Anatomy is fairly accurate. The stuff on Scrubs is pretty accurate.
Yeah. For me, so it'd be like Scrubs. Probably because of my mom. Scrubs, House. I don't know what it is. I love maybe because he's an asshole. I love that.
House was a jerk, but he did have that was a good one.
That was great, bro. I will agree. Again, we got a little overlap because of Blacklist. I just rewatched that one. Sopranos, I rewatched that one. Which one? You haven't seen Blacklist?
You need to watch it.
Oh my God, Mo, come on, bro.
Great show. That was a great show.
You root for the bad guy. You are hyped for the bad guy. Yes.
Like immediately. First
great bad guy. Bro, it is amazing.
Listen, that show's so good. If I was a bad guy, that is the bad guy I would want to be.
Yes.
So where do I watch it?
It should still be on Netflix.
Should still be on Netflix.
Here's the thing.
Don't tell me you ain't got Netflix.
I don't have Netflix.
Oh, I'll send you my login. God.
Reason why, when you asked me about the show, one of them I thought about, I was like, oh, Bridgerton was good, but I really only saw like 4 episodes when I was sitting at my sister's house because she has Netflix.
Oh my God, Mo.
And I have tried every way I can to try to get it, but Netflix puts their stuff on lock. You can't watch it.
Yo, can we talk about that for 2 seconds? When did that change happen where you can only have like 3 TV or like, what the fuck, bro?
Y'all be stealing. That's why. Y'all be stealing.
Netflix
I'm trying to watch it, but then my kids will have it like on their phones and Netflix is like, no, too many different households. I'm like, what?
Too many different
bullshit, bro.
I'll be stealing.
Because we used to have it, we had a system. Like I paid for Amazon Prime. My mom did Hulu and Disney, and my sister did Netflix. So
you could share it.
I took care of everybody. One hand washed the other.
Yeah, you could have it on one TV in your house.
Yeah,
no, it's going to be on one TV.
Yeah, you got to be all together. So, so I guess I won't be watching Blacklist tonight. Never mind.
Well, it might be on Amazon Prime.
You don't have to live like that, right? You make good money. You don't have to live like that.
I ain't got no job, man.
Put Poppy Chulo Frank back on, bro. Frank, you need to get Netflix, bro. Shout out to Frank.
You don't even have to get you don't got to pay extra for the 4K Netflix. Just the regular 1080p Netflix. You'll be all right.
You don't need it. But Mo, you need to watch it. I will say, much like Scrubs, because Scrubs has 9 seasons, but we only recognize 8. The 9th season was trash. Just like Game of Thrones, last season was it really wasn't last season, it was last episode. They fucked that up. It up.
I never saw Game of Thrones either.
See, Game of Thrones, I watched it. I haven't rewatched it because the last season was so disappointing. It's like, I don't even care anymore. They fucked it up that bad. Blacklist, they did the same thing. He is her dad. Why they had to do all the fuckery is beyond me. But
yeah, you can't figure it out until she figures it out.
They never answered the question.
Yeah, we knew the answer to the question.
Well, so just so you know, they said that was actually that James Spader was her mom. Yes. See? Thank you, bro. Dumb. It's all dumb, bro. And then he dies by getting gored through with again, they ruined it with the last episode. It's like, bro, they let me down. Like, why are we fucking around?
You got gored? That doesn't happen in real life.
He got gored by he went to Spain and he was doing this whole bull thing. Whatever, bro. That's what I'm saying. They got too like artistic with him. I'm like, no. First of all, he ain't going out like that. He's a
very, very eclectic bad guy, which I love.
That's what I'm saying. Up until that last season, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but everything before that was fucking good. Everything before.
Yeah. All the setups and the bad guys. Mo, he's like any bad guy you ever thought of, even bad guys you didn't know were bad guys. He knew who they were, had dirt on them, knew their bank accounts, knew where to find. Like he was that. What do they call that in a plot? He was like that. He was the go-to. He had all the answers all the time. So whenever they needed like an unsolvable case, he'd be like, check this out. Check this storage locker out in small town Arkansas. How did you know he was that guy?
How did you know? Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about how I know. I just know stuff. And Dembe was the fucking man, bro. Dembe was that one. Yeah. Anyway, Mo, you should watch Blacklist, but I digress. But you know what? We need Street Tales and 56 to take off. And Mo, we're excited about your show. Come on, man. I'm trying to talk to you. Let's get that.
Trying to have a conversation with you.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Our intro music, because we had that professionally made.
Shit.
So we're getting our intro music, and then we are scheduled to start trying to have a conversation.
Y'all gonna do video?
I think we're gonna go straight to video.
Yeah,
I don't see why not.
Yeah,
we eased into it on this thing.
Conversational, like
I love it.
So yeah, we're going straight to video.
Yeah, I love it,
and it makes it easy for us to sip on our teas.
Loose leaf tea
sponsor, right there.
Oh wait, no matter.
They do teas and hot chocolates as well.
They do. Hey, look, I got some hot chocolate on the way though, because I'm like, that's
mix your hot chocolate with a little bit of butter whiskey.
Oh shit! That actually, you know what? That's the next 56, and we all do together. We should do we'll try blends. Blend it. Do some adult drinks.
I will do that. Bro. I will tell y'all. Sometimes I'm a little heavy-handed when I'm blending, so I might be about 3 minutes in, and I'll be buzzed.
What are we talking about again?
What happened?
59 minutes before I got buzzed.
Perfect. All right, y'all. Anything? Last words?
I loved it. This was fun. Thanks for inviting me.
Anytime, Mo.
Love it. Love it. Love it.